Welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy, and today I am sharing a flip through of a journal that I'm calling Forget Me Not that I made with the digital kit from Nanine at Collage Type called Forget Me Nots, and I will link her information below. Every time I make a journal lately, I tell myself I'm going to make it simpler. I'm going to make it simpler, and I never do. I think this time I actually succeeded, and I think it's still absolutely beautiful. Simple doesn't mean that it's not going to be gorgeous. And I had a great kit to work with. So let's get started. I have used a, let's see, what was this? I can't remember. I think that this was a Ziploc bag box. And I covered it with this fabric that was from a set of flannel sheets. It's very, very pretty with the purple and the blue flowers. I have bound it, not bound it, but what is this? The tie. The closure is a strip of cotton fabric and this lace that has little blue flowers on it, and it is attached. It is attached underneath of this medallion cover that I have made. I have some doily. I have this paper, I think is like a handmade type paper. It has a really nice texture. This is dyed dryer sheet, and then I punched out a whole bunch of flowers from paint chips, and then I used liquid pearls in the center, and then I splattered lightly over the whole thing. I just really like the way that that turned out. It measures, I think it was 2 inches by 8 by 6, somewhere in that area. Here's the view from the top. Here is the back. It is a hidden spine, not the back. This is the spine. This is the back, and here is the bottom, and you can see the seed beads that I have tied on each of the signatures. Each signature has 7 seed beads down on it. So let's go ahead and go through Forget Me Not. And it actually doesn't pop open as high as my late journals have been. So I have added some lace up here at the top. The felt is all one piece. I folded it up over the journal, so there is a folded edge here and here, and the top comes over, and this covers it. So I think it's a really good look. I have a seed packet here of Forget Me Nots, and inside I have a journaling card. You can also put your From the Library of in there. Here is my pen with my pen holder, and it's got a purpley blue gem that I think goes, whoops, I'm not even on the camera. It's got a really pretty purpley blue gem that goes with the journal really well. Here is the first pocket. This is a color catcher sheet that has mulberry paper on top, and then a scalloped punch that I used on one of the other pieces of the kit. I stamped inside, and I have stamped Forget Me Not, the title of the journal, on this piece of cardstock. I'm getting ready to rearrange my whole studio because this is not working. And I'm a little cramped here right now. Here is one of the journal cards from the kit, and I used a paper that I dried off a stencil on, and I just think it works really well. You can still write over it. I think it's beautiful. This paper I used for each of the signatures, so you'll know that you're starting a new signature. I have a video where I showed how I broke the blank pages, and this is stenciling and splattering, and you can see all of the ways that I did that throughout the journal in that video. I used the last of my red cabbage dyed paper in here, so I need to make some more. I have some pages from an old, let's see, it was a home ec book back then. I can't remember what year, but I am thinking it was like 1940 something. In this pocket I have a stuck journaling card. I've used the antique style lace ribbon thing on there. I don't know what it's called. It makes a little bow. I think it's cute. Here I've just collaged on this page. These are from a different kit. I can't remember if this is from Nanine at Collage Type or Tanya at Tatty Treasure. I will link this kit below. Here I have, to glue that down, I have a tic-tac-toe belly band, kind of. I'm just going to call it a double belly band because it's got the 2 strips. This envelope I made from a catalog image and then embellished it with a die cut that I cut in half. You'll see a lot of the paint chip forget-me-nots throughout. Here we have a journaling card, and I've also stamped and inked. Even with the reverse stencil, I added some things just to zhuzh it up. Layers, you know, layers. Here's one of my funky fold pockets, and in it I have several journaling cards and a playing card that is the Forget-Me-Not. And I backed it on just a piece of decorative paper. Here I have a flip up. I've got a collage down here and a die cut up here. I thought this was kind of interesting under here, so I didn't cover all of it up. If you want to cover it up, and if you buy this and you want to cover it up, go ahead. You do whatever you want with this. Here's the center of the first signature, and there's the seed beads. I just realized my fingers are all blue because I just finished this journal. Here I have a small pocket, and I have just a sheet of writing paper tucked inside. Here I have a matchbook notebook. Is that how you would say that? A matchbook? Yes, notepad, matchbook notepad. And I made this from a clothing tag. And there are the papers that are included inside, held in with 2 tiny staples, tiny attacher staples. These just tuck in there, and then that one tucks in there. If I can get my angle correct, there we go. And then on the back I have another sticker, and I've added some of this fun yarn that has this knitting detail in the middle of it. And I forgot to curl that paper clip. I'll do that. Here I have a journaling card right here. Here I have a pocket made with a paint chip, and I just put it on this backing card, and I have these spaces where I punched out all of the flowers, and I added liquid pearls in the middle of it, have washi tape hinge over here, and it opens up, and you've got this space and this space. And here is the bookmark that is included in that pocket. Another pocket here with a journaling card in it. Side pocket that I've collaged on. This card I have is the one where I punched out the center and used the center part on another piece in here. I have backed it with some I'm not sure what kind of paper that is. It's not vellum, it's not handmade, but it's different. I don't know. And then I have this fussy cut here that I've added little yellow dots of liquid pearls in the center. And then it's backed onto a vintage index card. I believe this I took out of a calendar, and it's just got this journaling card inside of it. Here's the second signature. And under this paper clip, we have a pretty little journaling card. And on the other side, the paper clip that has a seed bead on it and the curled ends, and that's what I need to do to the other paper clip, is holding this envelope over the top of the page. And this is another of the catalog pages. And I've added one of the butterflies from another kit from either Tanya or Nanine, and a bit of lace and one of the fussy cuts. This I colored with colored pencil over the top because it was very dull. I don't know what happened, if it was something with my printer settings or what, but you can color over digitals if you feel like they're not bright enough or it didn't quite come out the color you wanted. Just a little hint. Here's another pocket with the journaling card. And right here, this is a die cut, and one of the things that I really like about this set is that it has the equal and opposite die cut, so that you can do things like that. Have it hang over the edge and it meets exactly. Here is my undercover underwriting pocket. I've included some journaling paper inside that pocket, and then when you open this flap, it opens up and you've got writing space. And this paper clip slides right down behind, so it doesn't have to go over the edge of the book page. Here I have a tiny bulldog clip from Tim Holtz, and it is just holding this closed because I have a journaling paper that flips up and then a little journalette that is right there. And that is just a 2-hole stitch, so it's not super tight on there. So that also helps with the paper clip. Here I created another pocket with some of the fussy cuts from her kit, and this is from the bird. Is it bird calling cards, I think, maybe. And there's the reverse stenciling on the back on that vintage index card. Here's the center of the center signature, the middle signature, and I have sewn in this clock face and glued it down just a little bit to create a pocket on either side. And this is fabric washi, and I have added forget-me-not and a butterfly and some torn calico fabric, and there's washi tape going down the sides, and it's backed onto a tag that was cardstock. And then on this side I made an envelope from the backing for the fabric washi because I really liked the blue print on it. Now, there's nothing in that envelope right now, and you can't just glue it because this is it doesn't want it to be sticky because that's the side that the fabric washi is sticking to. But this side you can stick things to, and the washi adhered very well. And so you can make a nice little envelope or something like that. Just don't try to glue it shut on the side that the sticky won't stick to. That was kind of a mouthful. Here I have another of my fun funky fold I don't know, pockets. And on this one, I've just stamped on a piece of the index card that was left over. This one is a paint chip, and I've adhered one of the butterflies from the kit and then backed it with some writing paper. Here is the fabric washi, and I've just put it on a piece of cardstock and put some of that fun yarn through it for kind of a tassel-y tie. And then here is a journaling card that I have splattered on the back of. I have a belly band here, and in the belly band I have one of my notepads that I put together with a safety pin. You can undo the safety pin and take the papers out. You can refill it. Inside I have a little magnet that I made for another project. So you get a little gift that comes with your journal. Here's a tag, and then here are the note papers that are being held in with the safety pin. And then I've collaged on the front and has some of that calico there. Here's an aged acetate pocket, and I can link the video below on how I made that. And then a journaling card that slides right inside. It is layered with a doily, paper doily, and a bit of a lace tablecloth doily, and a brad. Here's a kimono fold pocket, and I forgot to put something in that pocket. So let's see. I don't know that I have anything right now that I can just tuck in there, but it's a pocket. And then it's a journaling card on the back of this paint chip. And I thought that the colors of the paint went well with the theme of the journal. It's Morning Fog, Babbling Brook, Blue Willow, and Breath of Blue. And then in the back of the kimono pocket, I have a large tag. And then the kimono pocket unfolds. It opens up. And so you've got room here and here. Oh, look, there's another of my cabbage dyed papers. Ha. And then this untucks. So you've got space here, and then this opens up and you've got space here. So that's a lot of writing space. I had forgotten that I had lined that because I made this pocket previously with, let's see, oh, when I was doing Tanya's whole book challenge. And then on the back, I've got a washi tape hinge here, and there's more decoration. There's another of my small pockets with the die cuts that I like, and a small journaling card. Another pocket made out of paint chips. I have backed it with mulberry paper. That is an ombre, goes from dark up to the light, on heavenly blue paper. And then another journaling card. Here is a flip up. I have more of my paint chip 4 o'clocks, not 4 o'clocks, forget-me-nots. 4 o'clocks are a completely different flower. And so the fabric flips up, and then this flips up. Here I have another pocket with the mulberry paper, and I've tucked in a journaling card. And this paper clip actually comes over here. This is glued in, but this helps keep it shut. And this is a magical multi-page pocket. This opens up that way and that way, all the way open like that. And then this one opens up that way and over that way, just like that. And then there's a pocket in the back. And I have added a paint chip journaling card that I've stamped, inked, and added writing paper to the back of. And I need to put that paper clip back on there so that it doesn't get caught and get messed up. And here's the third signature, and I have a belly band that I've backed with the Color Catcher dryer sheet to strengthen this piece of paper, because this was just copy paper. Because I've added in this folio, and I have echoed the front on this folio. and it is closed with a Velcro fastener. And inside, I have two pockets over here. This one holds this little journaling card, and then this one here. I have several sheets of the small composition book writing papers inside, and then two more pockets on the back. This is a paint chip that I have backed with some of the Stampin' Off paper. And another one of the, why can't I get that to go in? It's because you're watching. If you weren't looking, it would go. Actually, I think I was just caught on something. I went in the wrong way. There we go. Got a little collage down here. I don't make a lot of folios. Matter of fact, I made my first full-size folio just last month, and it was not easy. I have a tuck right here and a journaling card that has some vintage rickrack and lace added on, and some coffee dyed paper. There's a little tiny corner tuck pocket with a journaling card in. Here's another belly band with a journaling card in the center, and this is napkin applique, the second generation, and a post-it note that I glued on, and a die cut that I received, I think, in Happy Mail, and I have just mounted it onto a piece of paper and backed it with lined paper. And this is a big old brad with some old, I think it's probably vintage lace up there. Here's another one of the small pages, and I have a double pocket on here. My poor butterfly. I'm probably gonna have to glue that wing down. It keeps getting bent. And this is another of the envelopes that I made out of a catalog image with some fabric and a fussy cut and a butterfly. And that tucks into this pocket down here. And then in the back pocket, I have another tag made from that blue cardstock that I have collaged on. And then I've got a piece of the blue calico fabric up there. Here I have a pocket. I like this mulberry paper. It has blue threads and white threads going through it. And I backed this with a piece of the vintage lace. This is one of the fussy cuts and a little butterfly. And I had this postcard that had daisies and forget-me-nots in a little bouquet. I think it's vintage, but I am not sure. It's printed in Belgium, it says. I don't know, but I like it, and it goes. The center of this signature, this page, folds down so that you've got all of this, and all of this, and all of this. And if you want to make it a pocket, it's entirely doable. Just put some glue here and you've got pockets. Here I have a giant paper clip that I have made a flag from the fabric washi tape, and I have added one of the forget-me-not buttons, punches with a yellow brad for the center. And it is holding this floating pocket that I made from two paint chips, and they actually were the same color paint chip. I'm not sure how that happened. Stamped and inked on that, and inside I have this journaling card that is one of the reverse prints with a piece of paper, or one of the reverse prints with a tab that has forget-me-not hanging off of it. Here I have a very long top tuck with this journaling page in it. Here I have a hidden paper clip that is not attached to this. This is just a folded piece of writing paper. I actually got this in Happy Mail, and it went so well with this journal that I just had to include it. And so I used it as a page hugger. Just goes over the page and then is held on with this hidden paper clip. Another of my short pockets with a journaling card. Here I have one of the seed packets from Target, and I have added one of the fussy cuts from the digital kit, and I have stamped a couple of times there. It flips out and has this journaling note, and should be a journaling card in here, yes. And that is also made from a paint chip. Here I have a cardstock pocket that has another bit of the fabric washi on it, and this journaling card, which is one of the papers that I got from I think it was from a Temu order. And I have a butterfly that's on some messy thread that has a trail of liquid pearls, and then it is backed on to a paper, and I like the negative image of the butterfly, and it's almost the same. I tried to line them up. And that is the end of the journal. And even without anything in it, that cover wants to pop up, and I think it's just because it's new. And I haven't been going in and out of it as much as I normally would go in and out of a journal. So this is Forget Me Not. I hope you enjoyed the flip through. Did you have any questions? What was your favorite part? Thank you for joining me today, and as always, be kind. Bye.